Being magnetic is a natural, effortless essence and way about yourself, which just makes other people drawn to you. As a magnetic person, you will find yourself effortlessly attracting people, opportunities, positivity, things, etc. without even trying, just naturally. People will be drawn to you. They will be attracted to you without even knowing why. This attraction has nothing to do with anything physical. It more so has to do with the way that you make people feel. When they're around you, they feel good, they feel positivity, they feel special, they feel confident. Whatever it is that you bring to the table, when they're around you, their spirits and their energy is just lifted and they can't help but want to be around you. Everybody will want to be your friend. Everybody will want to throw opportunities in your lap. Literally anyone can possess this mindset and this energy. I remember the other day at work, there was this lady who came in and she just had, like I said, I actually cannot describe it because it's not something I can see. It's not something I can put words to, but she just gave me this feeling that made me feel special, that made me feel connected to her, that made me feel comfortable. And keep in mind, we were just having a surface level conversation. Mind you, this is like an 80-year-old woman. And I remember her name. Her name is actually Mary, and I feel like I could never forget her name or how she made me feel. It is my job to be nice to people. But when I tell you, I consciously or subconsciously know that I would have been treating Mary better. I would have been bending over backwards to meet her every need because I just felt drawn to her. She made me feel special, and in return, I became nicer. She raised my vibrations, and all of a sudden, I wanted to do all these extra things for her. I wanted to be super nice for her. I wanted to open every single door for her. You see how being a magnetic person will literally get you better opportunities and a better life in just that simple explanation? Exactly. If you've never seen my face before, my name's Lily. On this channel, I talk about all things wellness, self-improvement, mindset, manifestation, and all those good things. So if that's something you are interested in, definitely stick around and subscribe to my channel. See what other videos I put out, just like this one. To start with, you have to put yourself into the right mindset and attitude. You need to know your self-worth and have some confidence. And if you're having trouble with confidence and self-worth and self-love, check out this video that I did on confidence here. I've referenced it a couple times. You need to have confidence to be magnetic. You cannot be insecure and be magnetic at the same time. The two just do not go together. So when you walk into the room, you need to have confidence, your head needs to be held high, and you want to have a smile on your face. I'm not saying have a huge like Chucky smile and be like walking into the room like nothing's funny. You don't have to walk into the room with a huge, big, elaborate smile on your face. But you know, raise your eyebrows a little bit, have a little bit of a smirk on your face. What I will usually do when I walk into a room is I smile at the very first person I see. Sometimes I say hi, sometimes they say hi, and now I have a smile on my face, and it's a genuine smile. I don't look fake, and now everybody in that room knows that I'm nice because I came in smiling, and I'm acknowledging everyone, and I'm smiling at people. So it's like I automatically came in with that positive energy. If you don't have confidence, you can always fake it till you make it, because nobody can tell the difference between real confidence and fake confidence. Now, there is a very big difference between being confident and being arrogant. Very two different things. Being confident comes from a place of knowing your self-worth, knowing who you are, knowing what you bring to the table. And being arrogant comes from a place of insecurity and needing to prove yourself. I have now made a rule for myself where I never walk into a room with headphones on, because that just immediately makes me look closed off. If I sit down and for a couple minutes I don't interact with anyone, or I'm done interacting with everyone and now I want to listen to my music or listen to my podcast, whatever it might be, okay, fine, because I've already walked into the room, I've already made my entrance, I've already interacted with people. Now is my time for myself. But when you're walking into a room with your headphones on and you're walking with your arms closed and you have a frown on your face and you're looking at the floor, you immediately told everyone that you want to be left alone. Do not talk to me. Do not bother me. I'm going to sit in the corner and cross my arms and put my hood on. That's immediately what you've just told everyone. No one's going to want to talk to you. No one's going to tell you, hey, your hair looks nice today. No one's going to want to make conversation with you. No one's even going to want to sit beside you, because you're just giving off negative vibes. It is literal quantum physics science that everything is made up of energies. Everything in the universe, on the planet, is made up of different energies, and like attracts like. We need to make sure that we try and always stay within a good energy and a high vibration. I'm going to insert a picture here that actually shows the different emotional vibrational frequencies. And when you're having, I don't want to call them bad emotions, but negative emotions such as fear, guilt, jealousy, greed, those are terrible, 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 terrible emotions to be experiencing. You are on a low vibration, and you're going to be attracting low vibrational things, because like attracts like. Now, if you're in a mindset and an energy and an emotional state of feeling gratitude, feeling love, feeling peace, you're going to be also attracting similar vibrations, higher vibrations. One thing that you can do to become magnetic and to get yourself on the right attitude and energy is manifestation. So what I like to do is every morning, at least, sometimes I'll do it at night too, is a mind movie. I have made my own mind movie, which basically is a collection of photos, videos, sounds, auditory suggestions that are going to put you in the right mindset. So it's similar to like a vision board, but this has nothing to do with anything physical, anything tangible. It's all about a feeling that you want to embody. So I have this mind movie, and I made it on iMovie. Take a shot every time I say movie. But essentially it has all these clips and videos that have to do with the type of feeling that I want to have and emit when I carry myself through the world. Along with that, it also has a very high vibrational frequency sound that plays in the background. And on top of that, I also have subliminal messaging, which I use my own voice to make. I did a voice recording, and it plays in the background very quietly. It says things like, people love to be around me. I have a magnetic presence. I have a magnetic energy. I make people feel special. When I walk into a room, people notice me. People want to be around me. People like to be around me. I attract abundance. I attract opportunities. I attract people. I find it easy to make friends. I find it easy to make conversation. I have an energy which makes other people feel good. I have an energy which makes other people feel safe. I have a contagious positive energy. Things like that. I watch this movie, I have my headphones in, and I'm listening to the high vibrational frequencies and my subliminal messaging while I'm watching this video, and I find myself literally tuning into that same feeling. I feel energized, I feel excited, I feel positive, and all of a sudden I'm embodying the same energy that I intended myself to feel when I made that video, if that makes sense. Using visualization to manifest is very important, because this is going to help us to embody and embrace that energy that we want to be on and that we want others to feel when we're around them. Next is conversational skills. As a magnetic person, you need to have your conversational skills at a 12 out of 10. They need to be perfect. They need to be maximized. You need to be the best conversationalist that this person has ever spoken to. Be present and be an active listener. When I am speaking to my friends, when I am hanging out with my friends, when I am going out on a date, when I'm speaking to my coworkers, I am never on my phone. I'm always present. I'm always looking at them, giving direct eye contact, and I am an active listener. This means I'm not multitasking. I'm not like, yeah, okay, and then what happened after that? No, really? Oh my God, no way. Who wants to talk to someone like that? Would you rather talk to somebody who's like, oh my God, that's so funny? No, you did that? Or would you rather be with somebody who's like, oh my God, no way, you did that? What did she say after that? Yeah? Oh my God, no way. Which person would you rather have a conversation with? Would you rather have a conversation with somebody who's actively listening to you, giving you eye contact, asking you genuine questions, listening, actively listening to you, and not just somebody? Active listening does not mean that you're listening to that person just so that you can think of, what am I going to say next? That is not a good listener. That is a talker. This is not an interview. You need to be actively listening, which means asking genuine questions, asking follow-up questions, giving great eye contact. That is number one. Also want to speak slower, because speaking super fast just gives anxiety. It gives anxious and it gives like you're nervous and you're presenting in front of 100 people and all of a sudden you're speaking really fast because you're really scared and you just want to get it over with and you're running out of breath and you just want to get everything out and you just want to sit down, and that's literally what speaking fast gives. Like, you never want to give rush, you want to give confidence. When you speak slower, you're giving self-assured. You're making people know that you're confident, you know what you're talking about, you feel comfortable. When you're speaking super fast, that's just giving anxiety, and it's just not a good look. Even just going throughout life, like they're walking super fast, they're talking super fast, they're doing things super fast. It just makes me anxious, it makes me uncomfortable, and it's not the type of person that I want to be around. It's not giving magnetic, it's giving get away from me, it's giving like tornado. I don't, something about it, it's just not it. Make sure that you also have great body language, because a good conversationalist is not somebody who's only knows what to say and knows how to listen and has good input, but they are also somebody who has good body language. I don't want to talk to somebody who's crossing their arms, who looks bored, who has their hand on their hip. I want to talk to someone who has an open posture, who's actively listening to me, who's nodding their head when I'm saying things, who's smiling in the conversation if it's appropriate. Obviously, if it's not appropriate, don't sit there smiling. At the same time, you should also be mirroring people's expressions. If I'm having a conversation with someone and they're telling me something super serious and all of a sudden they're frowning or they're squinting or whatever, I'm going to be slightly mirroring that, because that's showing that I'm listening, showing that I have a genuine interest in what they're saying. If somebody's telling me something really great and they're smiling, I should also be smiling. If somebody's telling me something really shady someone did and they're like going like this, I should also be like going like that. So it's not like you're mirroring them as if you're mocking them or in an ungenuine way. Like, don't sit there like they scratch their head, all of a sudden you're scratching their head. They go like this, all of a sudden you're going like this. They go like this, all of a sudden you're flipping your hair. Like, it's not that sort of thing, but it's mirroring. You're matching their expression, you're matching their vibe in the conversation, and mirroring those little things. Next off, you want to start conversations and just say hello to everyone. When I go to work, there's like 300 people at my work. When I'm walking past people, I say hello to every single person, or I at the very least am smiling at them. I'm not looking at the floor, I'm not looking at the wall. Like, if it's somebody that you see quite often or every now and then, they're gonna gain a rapport and they'll feel more comfortable to talk to you, to start a conversation with somebody that they've smiled to a few times than to somebody who's always been looking at the floor or always had their headphones in. So try and do your best to start conversations. If you see someone who's giving you a good vibe, start a conversation with them. It's so easy to start conversations, which is why, like I said, I'm thinking of doing another video on this. But you can start a conversation on literally anything. I keep giving work examples, but there was this one customer that I had at my work, and she was super tall, and I was like, oh my god, Victoria's Secret's like coming right around, like you should apply, you have the right, like you're so tall, you're giving model. And she was like, yeah, I actually work in the industry, like you're super pretty as well, can I take your phone number down and I'll contact you? Whoa, if I had just done the same cut and dry interaction that I have with every single other customer and I was like, bye, have a great day, I would have never gotten that opportunity. But you see how being genuine, making conversation with people is bringing me all these opportunities, bringing me all these friends, bringing me all this positivity. If you see someone on the street, say hello to them. If you're waiting in line and you know you have a couple minutes, strike up a conversation with someone. Like, why not? Literally, what do you have to lose? That is almost like micro networking. You're making a bunch of friends, you're making a bunch of relationships. As I have repeated many times in this video, like attracts like, and you need to make sure, or at least try your best, to be on a high vibrational frequency. Like I mentioned earlier, a mind movie is a really great option. Another thing that I really like to do is meditate, but there's so many different options. You can do breathing exercises, you can do just general exercise in the morning and maybe that helps bring your spirits up. You can do journaling. You can have, I have these like daily affirmations that I pick up from a deck of cards. Another really great thing is gratitude. I always emphasize on practicing gratitude because I feel that is something that can literally raise your vibrations in genuinely seconds. There is always something to be grateful for. If you are alive, you have many things to be grateful for. Even if you feel like you don't, or you feel like you're at a very low place in your life, there is always something to be grateful for. I do this every single morning and I find it just raises my vibrations because I wake up and it's like, I don't know, I just have a smile on my face. I'm grateful for so many things. I'm happy to be alive, and that makes me move through the world differently than if I hadn't done that. If I just woke up and I was like, oh, like I have to get out of bed and go to work this morning, I would be on a lower frequency than if I woke up and I was like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for a new day, I'm grateful for my comfortable bed. See how it's already putting like a smile on my face, it's already lifting my spirits. That is something that you can do literally so quickly to check yourself in the moment and immediately raise your vibrations. I do this all the time throughout the day because sometimes I'll realize like, whoa, why do I feel like this? Whoa, why am I treating people like this? Whoa, why am I getting snappy? And I'm like, hold on, let me pause. Let me think about 3 things that I'm grateful for. If I had 3 things that I could say right now, it was sunny outside a little while ago. Sun is starting to get a little bit dimmer now, but I would be grateful that it's sunny out because it's freezing cold outside. So the sun is like, you know, it offsets it. It's like a nice balance and it makes me happy. If I could say another thing, I would say that I'm happy for my 1,600 subscribers that I just hit, which thank you. That is a milestone in itself. If I could say another thing, I would say that I'm happy for my water bottle that's sitting on my desk right there, because not a lot of people have access to clean drinking water, and if they do have access to clean drinking water, maybe they have to go through many different lengths and I have to go very far and walk very far or whatever it is to get it. I just have to go downstairs to my kitchen, which is about a 30-second walk. Those are 3 things that I'm grateful for that have immediately just elevated my mood. As a result, I'm going to treat other people more positively and attract other positive things. Now I'm a magnetic person because I'm in a great headspace. I would like everybody who's watching this video, if you've made it this far, which by the way, love you if you have, if you could just pause this video for 1 moment and think about 3 things that you're grateful for and see how that immediately just changes your mood so quickly. As a magnetic person, you must at all costs avoid negativity, drama, and gossip. Those are like the 3 things that you need to stay very far away from because they are immediately going to lower your vibrations. These are all terrible things to be partaking in. If you're around everybody who's talking negatively about themselves or talking negatively about the world, that's going to rub off onto you. Another thing, gossiping, drama, terrible. Even if you're not actively gossiping, it is not good to be sitting there listening to this negativity. The other day, again at work, we had a coworker who was let off and everybody was gossiping about it, and you know, I hadn't said anything. I was kind of just listening in because I was actually just shocked for starters. So I was like, whoa, like it was very sudden. I didn't know what the reason she got let off for was. So I was just genuinely actually listening. But then people started to say such nasty and mean things, and I started to feel uncomfortable, as if it was me, as if I was on trial. At the time, I didn't know why I personally felt uncomfortable with it. But as I come to realize, it's because that is a very negative vibrational activity to be partaking in. And when I came into that room, I was on a high vibration. So I started to feel uncomfortable because this was lowering my vibrations. Last but not least, you need to get rid of the neediness. We are not needy. As magnetic people, we are effortlessly, keyword again, effortlessly attracting. If you're constantly thinking, I wish I had this, I want this, that is, you're almost distancing yourself further from the things that you want because you're making it seem as if it's unattainable. It's something that you're always going to be striving after. It's like you're constantly wanting, you're constantly seeking. Being magnetic requires some level of detachment because again, you're confident, you have self-worth, and you're effortlessly manifesting and attracting. There's no like, you're not chasing after what it is that you want, you're attracting it. You're a magnet. It's like a fridge and a magnet. Like if I was to try and hang up a piece of paper on my fridge, I'm not pushing with all my might, being like, come on, pushing my fridge to get closer to the magnet. I'm just bringing the magnet a little bit close and it just sticks onto the fridge. As a result, you need to detach yourself from specific outcomes for specific people because you need to just know in your mind and rest assured and have the confidence and the positivity to know that what's meant for you will always find you, and whatever happens in life happens. Like, If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You don't need to be constantly grasping at things, trying to make things and a specific outcome work. We have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!